This is Land of Havilah, Psalm 93. It's just 5 verses. Verse 1. Yahweh reigns. He is clothed with majesty. Yahweh is armed with strength. The world also is established. It can't be moved. Your throne is established from long ago. You are from everlasting. The floods have lifted up, Yahweh. The floods have lifted up their voice. The floods lift up their waves. Above the voices of many waters, the mighty breakers of the sea, Yahweh on high is mighty. Your statutes stand firm. Holiness adorns your house, Yahweh, forevermore. Comment, that was the end of the psalm. In verse 1, God established this massive world. If that gives you any idea of how majestic and strong He is, quote, the world also is established, it can't be moved, end quote. In verse 2, quote, His throne was established from long ago. You are from everlasting, end quote. That was a statement of our theological contention that God had no beginning. When we say God created the world, an atheist might say, if you claim the world had a creator, it only brings up the question of who created God. An atheist who says that is misrepresenting the God we believe in. We believe in a God who's from everlasting in verse 2. He always was. His role as creator doesn't imply He was created. In verse 3, the floods have lifted up their voice, which probably speaks of the sound of the waves crashing the seashore, because the next verse speaks of the sea roaring. In verse 4, the might of the sea gives us an idea of the might of Yahweh. In verse 5, your statutes are firm, end quote. This is to say, morality is not fluid. There's no moral relativism. Ethics and morals proceed from God, and like Him, they're firm and unchanging. Some things are wrong every time, and some things are good and right every time. To have shifting morality depending on what suits us at the moment is evil. Quoting again, your statutes are firm, end quote. Ultimately, in verse 5, God is holy, quote, holiness adorns your house, meaning God's holiness is one of His attractive qualities. His holiness is an adornment. Psalm 94 is next.